Hi girly puffs, it's Savannah. Welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. I'm so happy to have you here. If you're like me and you've had your Shark FlexStyle for a really long time and you've never done the maintenance cleaning, it's time for us to do the deed. And if you're like, what are you talking about? We're going to be cleaning out my Shark FlexStyle. There is this little QR code. Can you see that? It's starting to peel. It comes with a sticker. It did come with the package and all this information, but it came with this sticker with information on how to style, how to clean, and it was just literally 4 quick little steps. It seems easy enough. It's actually not descriptive. It says just pull this off, brush it, alcohol it down, and clean it. So we're gonna do that, as well as I'm gonna clean up a couple of my attachments as they're just getting a little hairy, so I'll show you how I do that too, which is a little bonus. And if you're here and you're like, oh my god, what are we even cleaning? You might not have seen my beginning blowout video. If you haven't, I'll link it right here. It gives you all my tips and tricks to my best blowout and how to actually achieve a curly blowout with these. The filter is at the very bottom, so when you're curling your hair, if you're holding right here, your filter's not working and you're actually not using your blow dryer properly. It's not even able to suck, so it's not, just move your hand up a little bit. So that's the filter that we're going to be cleaning today. For today's supplies, isopropyl rubbing alcohol. This is something good to have in your home in general. It's a good first aid item. And then this is something that I
happen to have from one of my past dentist visits, so it's free to me, but if you don't have one of these, you could just use a cloth.
And a little bonus item, I do love Castile Soap for my brushes and my combs. Just make sure you're drying them out because you can mold your brushes depending on what they're made of. Oh, one thing I am noticing that I think we're gonna need to get some tweezers for, unless the filter. There's some hairs, can you see that? I'm gonna give you a little before and after. There's hairs wrapped around my button and it's unplugged. Please make sure when you're cleaning it, it's unplugged. And I will say that one of my qualms with Shark is that I have a couple of these pieces on here that are 3D, like they pop out, and occasionally hairs do get caught on them. That's one of my tips for them, is to make their buttons flat. So I've got some tweezers and I'm just gonna, oh yeah. Or maybe I should just wait and see if it comes out with the filter. Am I being impatient? There's a lot of hair in there. Oh no. Oh wow, this filter clean is definitely necessary. Oh no, did I even get that on camera? Oh no. Oh wow, is that what pimple popping videos are like? That whole thing just popped out. You see that? Fluff. I gotta wipe that down with some alcohol. It's kind of satisfying. I'm just gonna use like a tissue cloth and some alcohol. Oh no, more hairs just came out. It's very satisfying to watch that. Okay. The Shark instructions literally said to just pull down. Oh yeah, it really does just pull down. Oh! Oh, ew, you guys, ew. Mine's full. Brother, ew. Ew.
What's that?
Skin cells and fur and hair and lint.
What's that, brother?
It said you can use a dry cloth or a toothbrush to get this off. Let me just start brushing it off real quick. Maybe you'll get it off more gracefully than I did, but genuinely just pull down straight. Oh. Oh my gosh. It's okay, the garbage can's down there, but look at that. That's just from this one tiny little section. Filter's just hanging. We'll clean that in a second. Look at that. Just one brush, you can see. I actually think I lied. We're gonna go like this. Ew. Whoa. Gross. I'm gonna grab the tissues. And I'm going to just get the chunks off. Yeah, that's better. There is chunks in here. Just get the chunks off. I am gonna use the brush because there's plastic separating the filters that they're getting stuck under. And now we just brush it off. Oh, look at that. This is what I was talking about, those white pieces around the edges. Can you see? I'm gonna brush and get it around there and all that out. And I'm glad we used the tweezers because there isn't really anywhere to access, but there is fluff under here I'm gonna be brushing too. So just get in there. I'm not actually brushing this hard though, and this is a soft bristle brush, which if you didn't know, you should be using soft for your gums. Ew, this is satisfying. I'm into this. This isn't that hard either. This is very easy. If you've been scared to do it, this is your sign. Do it. And then I'm gonna use the brush on this right here. This cord seems to have a bit in there. We're just getting all the extra lint and fluff off. And if you don't want to be wasteful, you can just wash this off when you're done to sanitize it and then dry it and store it for next time. I'll see if I can do a little more research because when I looked online, there wasn't a recommended amount of time because everyone uses them so differently. So here's the recommended amount of uses before you wash it. It's been a year for me of constant use. Maybe I should have done it after 6 months. I really wish I would have. I'm sad I waited till it slowed down instead of just maintaining and upkeeping it. I'm just going at it again, make sure there's nothing that's gonna fluff up, find any extra fun. So this part that twists, if you get in there with the brush, some hairs untangle from it. Once you've got all of the loose debris gone, go to the filter and make sure she doesn't have any loose debris on her. Actually, she looks really good. Did a good job. I'm gonna give it a wipe with alcohol. We're gonna wipe the whole thing though. We're being pretty thorough about this, okay? Get a dry towel and not too much because you don't want it to be wet because alcohol does dry, but if you get it wet, you can ruin an appliance. So just a little dabble. Just to see, there's just like a little bit of black dust. Not much getting cleaned off of here. Love it. Alcohol's already dried, so I'm gonna get another splash more. I'm gonna do the filter. Some dust is flying off as I'm wiping it, so that's a good sign. Getting it all. You can also wipe your cords with your alcohol, everything. I gave it a second to make sure there would be no wet alcohol before I close it. Oh, there's a hair. I'm gonna twist this around and make sure there's no more hairs. In order to put the filter back on, I'm just gonna find the open placement. Be careful, there's the little attachments at the top that we're gonna wanna make sure we don't break. We're just gonna gently push them back in. There's another hair. Where did that hair come from? What? It's wrapped around the cord. I don't like that part. Now we place the cord through, and I'm gonna place the cord forward when I put it through because I don't want it to bend because it is a little angled, you know? I'm going to set it straight, make sure she's all angled up, and lock it on. It's that easy. Pull straight down softly. Oh, and I pulled a hair out. What the hell are those hairs coming from? I think I need to be more careful because my hairs are getting wrapped around the cord and I had no idea. I did not know this was something I needed to be on the lookout for, but honestly, I think once a month I'm going to be doing this because it's very easy. Just keep it off, wipe it up, boom, 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 bang. Boom. Now, this is all the part I'm cleaning for the whole main blow dryer part. Now she's good to go, ready to be used again. But as far as the attachments go, some of them have the metal places, like the hot parts. That is the technology. You are going to want to be careful with that. You can put alcohol on all of it, but the plastic, you can definitely get a little more wet with the alcohol. These, I do like to constantly, if there's ever a hair, I make sure I pull it out because I have gotten hairs caught in the bases of these before. Just wipe them down with alcohol so you're cleaning any product off of them. This one never even touches my head because it's the blower, so I don't ever have to clean her. You could use alcohol. I have yet to clean her. I would probably just wipe her down with alcohol. It's really easy to maintain, that's the nice part. These two are the most upkeep because they are a brush. Let me show you real quick how I take care of them, similar to how I take care of all my brushes. Number one, you're either gonna grab tweezers or some sort of a comb. So you guys kind of saw me wash this one after I did my red color conditioner. I'll leave the video right here. You can wash any of these brushes this way. These ones, I would not use soap because there's the technology. So I would use soap on any of your combs, your brushes, get those all clean. Then with your comb, which I'm having a hard time finding mine and I'm confused. Please hold. Okay. My favorite kind of comb in general to part with and do anything with are these ones with metal, but it makes cleaning these way easier. The plastic ones kind of work, they're just a little thick. You're just gonna go in, bing, bing, and you can go through each individual thing and pull out the hairs. And then you can wipe them down with alcohol.
Fast as fuck, boy.
And if you want, I like to keep, I just don't have any, the little rubbing alcohol pad. They're really good for nausea and keeping your purse and to travel with. But I love those like thick metal. I get them at Costco. I just am out of them. So I have alcohol and a tissue and it works just the same. It's a little less sturdy. Number one tip for these, seriously, just get all the hairs out first. It's the most painstaking part, I know. Get all the fluffs out. You can use this part and you can make sure you can just see that? See how we're brushing any dusty, fluffy. I'm not trying to distribute dust through my hair. I know y'all aren't either. Sometimes when things just sit, they get dusty in general, especially because I have toilet paper in the bathroom, which if you clean your own bathroom, you know. I'm gonna go like this. Just make sure there's no random fluffies. Next one.
Still fast.
And I don't use these too often. I want to be super transparent because I feel as though round brushes and things like this give you the best blowout, but they are taking a toll on your hair. So they are incredible tools, but I love my hair and to the point where I don't need it to look that way every day because I want it to exist. I love these. I do feel like they rip your hair out. That's what I'm trying to get at. Just beating around the bush here. Yeah. They're good to have. And if you want hair and you're losing hair using them every day, that might, this is just probably why. I'm gonna grab a little bit of alcohol. And you can literally go up every single bristle. You just go down the row. Can you see? One by one, but it takes what, 30 seconds? Oh no! And then this way you're not caking on anything weird on your hair. If you have a curling iron too, get some isopropyl alcohol, clean it. It's really easy. If you ever accidentally burn anything on your iron, you can do the same thing. I'm honestly proud to show you this. Mine are always very clean. I don't think I could have said that in high school. Maybe they could even use a little more. Because I don't know what it was. I don't know if it was my non-heat protectant, but they would get this weird on them. It was almost like you were burning it more to your head and it looked black. Just go like this, you can clean it. And then obviously, do not turn it on. Wait for it to fully dry. But please, if I'm telling you that, don't touch a hot iron. If you didn't know that, go ask for an adult to do your hair, my dear. Do not want any burns. Okay, but do you see how shiny it is? And there's no products, no gunk on there, no nothing. Boom. Ready to go. These, they're also dry too. Oh my gosh, I'm so glad we did this. I can't believe I was putting that off. That was really easy. If you've been putting it off and you just watched the video and you're like, oh, I still don't, go do it. In the time that I finished this outro, you could have started and finished it. I guarantee it. You really don't need much to do this. You just need the basic tools you probably already have. And if you don't even have these items, you could make do with something else that you have. Paper clips, a paper towel. You don't need the toothbrush. It worked really good though. Alcohol is a really fun item that will help you clean and sanitize everything. So I would recommend getting that if you don't already have it. And I do want to give you the little heads up. Be gentle. This thing is very powerful and magnificent, but we love her, so we're going to be gentle on her as we're cleaning her. Ooh, this is what mine looks like before. Here's what it looks like after. This is actually a crazy difference. I can't believe I've been blowing my hair with all that disgusting lint. Shark recommends cleaning it every 1 to 2 weeks. I take back my once a month and I will be cleaning it once a week. Why not? It's easy. It took me 5 minutes. I already have been cleaning my tools with alcohol a lot because I don't like the product buildup, but I did not realize how dirty my machine had been getting. If you found this helpful, give it a like. It helps me out a ton. Subscribe for more videos and leave a comment. I love to read your comments. Whatever you want to chit chat about, if you have something to say, you have a question, comment, concern, I'm here. I'm in your pocket at all times and I love you. I think that's all. Keep your blowout sexy, sexy. I love you. If you like this type, like and subscribe. I love you.